For sure, it's Lil Six, aka the Prince of Darkness, and I'm slapping with Slapbox. Let's get it.
Slap boxing. Hey, we back in the
Hey,
man.
what's up, man?
What's up with it, man? The SBC, the Slap Boxing Connoisseurs, is in the building one more time, once again, with another legendary episode, man. If y'all want to know what we did the last couple of weeks, man, y'all go check our YouTube page, man. Slaps TV, slaps with two P's and a Z. You know what I'm saying? TV, check it out. You know what I'm saying? And we're not gonna hold y'all this week, man. Without further ado, man, we about to bring in our special guest this week. You know what I'm saying? Oh, bringing our special guest this week, and he's coming straight from you know what I'm saying, the West Coast, and a very important section and market in hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Um, and he comes from a legendary lifeline of hip hop too out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If y'all ain't been paying attention over the last 30 plus years, Sacramento has a lot of
A
a lot of
movement.
music coming out of there. It's a
Yeah,
movement.
they got movements, man. They
It's
move
a
like how San Francisco and Oakland do. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? You know, the Bay is hitting hard, but Sac is holding their own, man. You know what I mean? They've from way back in the day up until
right
now. You know what I
up
mean?
until now, right. Talking about the X ratings, the
Yeah,
lynches, you know, all the way
yeah.
up to the Mozzies and the
You're right.
Sweeties, and our special guest that we got today. You know what I'm
Come on.
saying? And we letting them in right now. We got Lil Six, man. Lil Six tapping in with us all the way from the 9-1 sickness. You know what I'm saying? And he's tapping in, slapping
Hey.
in.
Yo,
We
yo,
got
yo,
Lil
mic check,
Six in
mic
here.
check. What's good, what's good? Oh, I like the applause, man. I appreciate y'all. Look at the little,
Hey.
look at y'all on the production side, man. This is dope.
Yeah,
Come
man,
on,
we
man.
appreciate you just coming in, slapping in with us, though, brother, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir,
Taking
yes,
time
sir.
out your schedule.
Hell yeah, it's all
Man,
love, man. Thanks for
man, to
having
the
me.
man, to the world out there. We got rap royalty, man, a legend in his own right. He got so much music, so much product for us to listen to with Slap. You know what I mean? He's from Northern California, Sacramento, the 916 that has a legendary lifeline of hip hop culture,
Yes,
the
sir, yes, sir.
movement. Man, we got Lil Six in the building, man. Introduce yourself to the world, bro.
What's good? What's good? Hello to everyone that is watching and will watch. I'm Lil Six, aka the Prince of Darkness. I'm from Sacramento, California. I'm a horrorcore hip hop artist. I'm here to keep the sickness alive, man. Keep that original Sacramento sound alive, man.
Man,
Let's
man,
go.
man, I want to jump right into it with that, man. You listening to your music from Hell's Angels all the way up to now, uh,
Yeah.
keeping the horrorcore Sacramento shit really alive, man. And we obviously know it's important to you. Like, well, why did you continue that as opposed to jumping in another lane? Why was this lane so important to you as far as your artistry?
Um, there's a couple different reasons. The first one is it's just a part of me, man. Like for a lot of people, the genre, the sickness, the horrorcore rip gut shit for them is just a genre. For me, it was a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? A way of survival, you know? Second, man, when I hopped back in this rap shit, I really just thought shit was weak and watered down and sorry and just fucking like I was in a disgusting, you know what I'm saying? Like I was disgusted by the game. So instead of
Okay,
complaining and saying, you know, that shit is weak and these motherfuckers suck and being a hater, I said, fuck it. I'm just gonna put my energy into delivering albums and delivering songs and art material the way I was taught, the way I would want it done. So everything that I've done as like since nobody's fucking doing it, I'm the only person that has lived it and that has experienced it and that comes from that specific cloth that can do this shit. So I just, you know, I just put that shit on my back, man. And I am venturing off to different shit, crossing genres, but the sickness shit is in me. It don't matter what I rap about, how I rap about it, it's gonna come out that Sacramento sickness way anyway.
So,
facts.
so, so let me ask you this then, though, man. So, like, everybody has like their first rap that they wrote. You know what I'm saying? The first bars that they
Yeah.
put down. Was your first bars along those lines, or did you start with something
No,
else and then come over
I
to the?
wasn't a
You know what I mean?
I wasn't allowed to curse. So my first bars was like me and my little cousins. We had made like a little song. We was like elementary, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
my first bars, I can't remember the exact way it went, but it
yeah,
was more about like, fuck, what I say? We going to the school, nigga, we can get it on. You talking about my mama say going to your dome. Man, you can't fade me. I think you crazy. You thinking you all tight? Let's get into a fight. Put your money on me. It was something like that, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But we were
yeah,
little
yeah,
kids.
Come
We were
on.
little kids.
I give
So
another round of applause for that one, though, bro.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know
So
what I'm
that was like the
saying?
first rap I ever wrote with my cousins,
Early
and
bars.
we were just writing some raps to try to impress my dad because obviously my dad was a rapper. We
Right,
couldn't really because we could say nigga, that was about it. But
right.
so we were just trying to he was writing the album, he was doing music, so we were just trying to do our stuff and like, no, look at us, we could do it too type shit. And
Yeah,
it's crazy
Yeah,
that we come full circle and I'm actually doing this shit. So this shit has been
man,
in me, man, since I was little.
that's dope.
man. I really enjoyed your father's albums and the stuff he did with Lynch and X-Rated, Dig Deep, and Dead for Life and all that stuff, man.
Hell
What
yeah.
what because you're in the same lane as that lineage, what separates you from the horrorcore genre includes like, we could say the Ghetto Boys, maybe Isham from Detroit, you know what I'm saying? There's certain rappers,
Yeah.
3 6 Mafia
Yeah,
to a
for
certain
sure.
extent. What
And
separates
those
you?
are legends.
Yeah,
Facts. Yeah. I
Those are
mean,
legends.
absolutely.
The
I mean,
forefathers.
think
right.
about, uh, my mind's playing tricks on me and some of that stuff that Bushwick Bill was talking about. Like, what
Yeah, I love
separates
all
you?
that shit.
What makes them say, okay, what makes you different to where you say, okay, I want to slap six and shit now? Like, what if somebody had to
Um,
listen, what is your separation from it while still
Shit,
being
man.
attacked?
I just make shit that I want to hear, and I feel like I got a good ear of the people. My ears to the streets still. I'm still tapped in with my communities and my people, whether they're in the actual city or just all around the world. But fans of the music, I take heed to feedback well, and then it's just, man, I put all that shit together and I study the game, and I'm a machine. I'm a motherfucking like. I got OCD real bad, and I try to use that to a positive way. I try to get all my shit handled. I'm trying to get back on my feet. I'm trying to get ahead in life. I'm trying to make up for lost time. So for me, man, it's just like I'm hungry. I'm passionate. I got bars. My mind is clean. I'm sharp. These motherfuckers not hungry. They high off, hard drugs. These motherfuckers are copying other motherfuckers. If you want some original shit, if you want some OG shit, if you want somebody that's lived that life, if you want somebody that's solid and got a reputation behind them, you're gonna listen to Lil Six, man. All these fake ass motherfuckers been winning. All these motherfuckers that's been promoting only one side of the game and just making weak ass, fucking tenderoni ass rap music, man. Somebody gotta do this shit right. Somebody gotta do this shit the sick way. And
Yeah.
if you wanted to hear it the sick way, you gotta come to Lil Six, man.
There
So
we go.
let me ask you this then, bro. So, and we ask everybody that come on the show this:
Yeah.
what defines a slap to you? Then you know what I mean. Since you said you got the ear, like, what is slapping
Oh, a
to you? Like,
slap.
yeah,
The West Coast version of it would just be something that hit hard, that got good bass, that make you want to
Mm.
dance, that make you want to move. But I think a slap is any good song. I think a slap is something that make you feel anything. You know what I'm saying? So if you turn on some old school Marvin Gaye, that's a slap. If you turn
facts,
on some
Facts.
Guapale, that's a slap. If you
facts.
turn on some fucking Maca from Atlanta from X-Rated, that's a slap.
Yeah,
Anything that moves your soul, anything that gives you goosebumps, anything that gets you in that mood, whether it's R&B, whether it's rock, you know what I'm saying? To me, a slap is just a proven piece of art, a proven piece of
Right.
music.
facts.
Right.
Well, over here, man, we've come up with our own little definition of it, and you pretty much
Okay,
touched on
okay.
it, but it's supreme lyricism and perfected production. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So if you're demonstrating the lyricism and it's backed up by the dope production, then you're pretty much on your way to a slap. You know what I mean?
Hell
That's
yeah, I
what that
like
is.
that. You can't
Yeah.
lose with that
Right.
formula.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was Lil Sicx doing before rap? You know what I'm saying? Let's not take it all the way back to infancy where you know what I'm saying you coming up out the diapers with the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sickness, but now
Right.
you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Ready
yeah.
Got the
for the
shit.
shit. You feel me?
Shit, man.
But you know, talk about your first job. If you have, you know, your first job, or you know, what was he like before the rap?
First job. I worked at a grocery store, man. Winco Food. Shout out to Winco, man.
Yeah.
I worked there for a while. And in between that time that I was working there, um, I played video games competitively. I was playing Street Fighter 4 real heavy.
Mm.
I love
Oh wow.
competing. Um, I was learning something new, a skill. I got involved in that community. I started going to tournaments and started traveling. So really, what kept me out the streets and what kept me out the gang shit and what kept me out of just the normal bullshit of Sacramento was getting that job and playing that game and competing in that game. Man, I actually got a Street Fighter tattoo on my back. That's a part of my life as well. Just the
Mm.
video game and it's the part of the way my mind works. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Right.
But yeah, so just, just working, taking care of my family and my hobby was video games and I was just listening to music. But back then
Yeah.
shit was still cool, man. We still had Rick Ross, we still had Meek, we still had Wale, we still had a decent wave of artists coming out and I was enjoying it as a fan. But then
Yeah.
shit fell off, so I had to come step in.
Hmm. I can dig that though, man. So stepping in then what was your initial motivation though? Like and what I mean by motivation,
Um
like, yeah, like
Go
what
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. The initial motivation was uh wanting to change my life around, to be honest. So it was a combination of hearing whack ass raps and whack ass shit on the radio and recycled bars and stolen bars with no credit given. And then a combination of me wanting to tell my story and get out of a certain lifestyle that I was in, a certain downward spiral, and uplift myself back to the standards I believe I'm capable of. And I had to heal myself. I had to separate myself. And writing and music, it just helped me therapeutically, man. And the songs they come out how they come out, but I write whatever's in my heart. I write whatever I'm feeling. I write my dreams. I write my nightmares. And for me, it's been just an experience that has brought me back to life. My spirit is here, my mind is sharp, and that wasn't always the case when I was in those dark days. So the shit y'all hear me rapping about is
And he
real to
wrote.
me.
now that's real. I feel that.
Yeah.
But before we go any further though, man, we gotta slap in with the homie Ali from Tacoma, Washington, man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Okay. What's good? What's good?
so the homie Ali, man, basically what's gonna happen is we have a thing called the Wheel of Slaps. Okay. And on the Wheel of Slaps, people can, show their support and come on up and get names, get their name on the wheel. And you know what I mean, they can get their name on the wheel. And then what we do is at the end of the show, we spin the wheel and whomever name it lands on, they will get a prize, you know what I mean, of the week. And the
All
prize that
right.
we got this week is the new SLP DXN, you know what I mean, the new slap boxing tee, man. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
some new merch on deck.
Yeah, it's a new merch on deck, man. You know what I'm saying?
Dig it.
But now you're gonna get a copy, I mean not a copy, but you're gonna get your own shirt too though. So make sure we get
I
your size,
appreciate it.
brother, man. You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
cool, though. But now we're gonna slap Ali. Ali got his name one time on there, so we're gonna slap Ali excuse me, three times.
3 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
three times. Excuse me, I apologize,
You
Ali.
say he from Tacoma, Washington, huh?
Yeah, T-Town, man. You know
From
what I mean?
the mighty Northwest. You know what I'm saying?
You feel
Yeah,
me? So we're gonna
tapping
slap
in,
him three times.
showing some love to Sicx. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Much love.
1, 2. Catch him with the backhand for the Supreme Northwest, man. Tacoma,
Yeah,
Washington,
man.
man. Man, shout out to Ali, bro.
Yeah.
So when you're young and you listening to or you're around Pops, you know what I'm saying, and he's rapping, doing his thing, and X-Rated, Lynch, and all the other artists, Sibo, Marvelous, all these, man, Sacramento. Damn, I just put it together. Sacramento got a
It's
Yeah.
deep.
hell of a
It's real.
hell of a
The
legacy.
history, the
Yeah.
history is rich. You know
Man,
what I'm
that
Yeah.
saying? It's
soil out
rich.
there. Damn,
Right.
Yeah.
just all them. I
And
just
that's just
start
to
naming
name a
artists.
few.
That's to
That's
Ah,
just
name a
to name a
few, right?
few.
OMB Peasy and
yeah.
Sweetie, and but like when you're seeing this happening, does that ignite anything in you, when you're at this age before, like I say, before rap, before you get into it? What is
Um,
that? What is that mentality like? Just knowing that this is around the city. You know, you got Florin Road, you got the Gardens, you got
well,
24th Street.
I had to live through it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in the
Yeah.
same generation. It wasn't as bad as the '90s, but I had to live through all those people's kids and the shit that we were doing. You know what I'm saying? The shit that we was looking up to them for doing. So man, it was real, man. I'm not gonna sit here and glorify it or nothing, but the shit was real, bro. Like the shit that goes on in the music, the shit that goes on in real life, y'all know what it is. But
Right,
for
right.
me, I always looked at it as history, and these are the people writing the stories, and these are the people keeping the name alive, and these are the people representing for the city in a positive way the best they can. You know what I'm saying? So I always took inspiration from the you know, I keep the good and
I
I
think
unlearn
it's
the
focused.
bad. You feel me?
Yeah. So let me ask you this though. So how do you think the gang culture in Sacramento has contributed to its place in hip hop though?
If it wasn't for the game culture, the music wouldn't be as hardcore. The music wouldn't be as hard. The delivery would be different. So it's one of those things to where, you know, I'm not glorifying it once again, but that's the reason it sounds the way it sounds, and that's the reason that people come to it because it's authentic and it is what it is.
No, I can dig that. Well, that brings us, since we're talking about it is what it is, that brings us to round one. You know what I'm saying? So what's gonna
All
happen right
right.
now is my partner and I are gonna battle slaps. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
He's gonna
sir.
play a song, and I'll play a song, or vice versa, based on tonight's theme. So you want to tell
Okay.
me the theme, brother man?
Yeah, the theme tonight, man, you know, it's not a foreign theme to you, Lil Six, our special guest, but we decided, I mean, we talked about a few other themes that we, you know, could have done, but we said, let's make it real personal, man. Let's take it to the soil and we're gonna slap Sacramento rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So there's hundreds of songs, dozens and dozens of rappers. And so we
Yeah.
feel like, you know, we're gonna dig into their catalogs. We're gonna find 3 songs that we feel slap for each of us. You know what I'm saying? My partner, like he said, he's gonna slap a track. I'm gonna slap a track. And you gonna judge it to see which one slaps the hardest. You know what I'm saying? So and
Yeah. Let's go.
that
Let's
brings us to
rock.
round one. And then so right now we're gonna go to the
You gonna
wheel,
flip the
you know,
coin?
to the coin.
Yeah.
We're gonna flip this coin to see who goes first, and we're
Okay.
gonna take it from there. Let me see. Oops, not that one. All right, let me see. Here we go. All right, let's go to the coin. So we got right here. We got the 360 side of the coin, and we got the
Well, I
greatness
can't see
side.
it.
Oh, hold on. Let's get to it. Let me get my mind right. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Can we see it now?
Yep.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. So we got the 360 side of the coin and we got the greatness side of the coin. This side is blue, the other side is gold because we're representing the Northern Bay. Shout out to the Warriors, man. We going out for this chip this year. We got CP3 on the squad. You a Sacramento Kings fan? You a Sac Kings
Man,
fan,
ain't
huh?
nobody trying to hear all that water talk, bro.
I knew it. Hey, but y'all get
Man,
all our leftover baggage anyway, man, from the Vlade D
man.
box to nah, we ain't gonna go into that, but
Chris
now
Webber.
this
We gonna
way.
see how this season go. Both teams looking strong,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's been rare. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have a lot of strong teams this way in California.
Real talk. Northern California, man.
Yeah.
All
It's
right,
gonna
here we
make it. I
go.
think the season opener is Sac versus Golden State.
Oh,
That's
that's a good
dope.
one.
That'll
That's
be
a good
dope.
one.
Yeah. Here we go. Greatness of 360. Who's slapping first? I'll take it, man.
Oh,
Yeah, the 360, man. 360 crew. We gonna go ahead, man, and jump this thing off with round one. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't hard for me to pick this artist to slap first. And I'm gonna tell a little backstory, you know what I'm saying? I was let me see, this was 1999, so I'm 20 years old, 21, and I wrote a letter to this particular artist while he was locked down.
ah.
I got his address. He was in Corcoran State Prison at the time, I believe, man. And his address was in the Murder Dog magazine. I'm reading the Murder Dog. X-Rated's address pops up because he had I think it was Murder Dog. He had a article that he would write periodically in that magazine. So I
I
wrote him. I
can
was like,
dig it.
he's one of my favorite artists. So I wrote him a letter and he wrote back. You know what I'm saying? And we
That's
did that
love.
about the next 15 to 16 years. And I still got all the letters, man. And once he touched down, shout out to X-Rated. He's back out stronger
Yes,
than ever,
sir.
doing his shit. So I'm gonna pick one of these songs, man. I would have went to the Psychoactive album, which is one of my favorites, but I watched him performing, and I don't see him performing some of these songs that I would have played, so I'm not gonna play it because I don't want to disrespect his lineup. So I'm gonna go to the one that I felt slapped off of the Unforgiven album, and it's actually the song called Unforgiven. You know what I'm saying? The sample was dope, and I think it slaps, and it goes a little something like this.
Nigga, can't nobody touch me. You must be a player, hey, trust me. They gon' be yelling, fuck me, long as the world is spinning. But I can't let it bother me. We need the most wanted, that's just how it gotta be. Buses be whooping, but really don't want no folks self-incriminating. I'm eliminating niggas that's hating niggas. Liquidating niggas like car lots. I'm loking up on them buses like the fool in the movie Warlock. Motherfucker, don't bow down now. The king of sack rap rated is back in town now. Long as the world is spinning, whether I'm dead or living in Sack Town, expected eternally unforgiven. All the times I committed sins, misery never ends. Having visions of the flames, my soul gon' be burning in. Burning in my grave, cause I can't find peace. Everybody yelling, X-rated, dressed in grief. Long as the world is spinning, whether I'm dead or living in Sack Town, expected eternally, eternally. Long as the world is spinning, whether I'm dead or living in Sack Town, expected eternally, unforgiven. Call me murderer, don't nobody know if it's true. Wanna see me dead, so-called friends and enemies too. What can I do? Persecuted and hated tremendously.
Yeah, X-rated, man. Unforgiven. That's my first slap.
That shit got that old school feel to it, man.
Yeah.
It got that grit to it. It sound like a record.
Yeah. Yeah. That's off his third. I think that was his third major release.
Hey, but that's okay. We don't care though.
That shit sound like a movie soundtrack.
It do. But since
I feel like we about to watch a movie as soon as that shit comes on.
Since we finna battle, you know what I mean? Let's battle his song against him.
United Nations.
Oh shit.
Life, I'm hung, out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. Soon as I step on the scene, I'm hearing hoochie screaming. Out on bail, fresh out of jail, California.
I was actually at this video shoot, man.
Out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. Soon as I step on the scene, I'm hearing hoochie screaming. Out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. Soon as I step on the scene, I'm hearing hoochie screaming. Other than Pac, I'm the biggest rap story of the century. Never should have been let out the penitentiary. I got no love for these haters, we could never be friends. They think I never should have been let out the penitentiary. Other than Pac, I'm the biggest rap story of the century. Never should have been let out the penitentiary. Picture me rolling in the drop top pins, all eyes on me. Never should have been let out the penitentiary. Hello, it's Honore, I'm doing fine, how are you? I promise not to lie to you, how these cowards do it. Make a bunch of terrible songs until they sour you. I came to empower you, but beef my appetite for destruction. But the rapper dude is a rapper, I drop a deuce on him and go to shower dude. Otherwise all is well, I'm chill, but if all else fails, I go hard on in the way baking soda and powder do. All hail to G's and face adversity and never let it bring them to their knees. These other guys in all hell breaks loose, they freeze. Talking to the authorities, negotiating please. They send the cops to come arrest you with a breeze. Can't trust your own people, so in whom do you believe? Parole wasn't even a thought, but then I walked out feeling like out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. Soon as I step on the scene, I'm hearing hoochie screaming. Out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. Soon as I step on the scene, I'm hearing hoochie screaming.
Man, you know what it is, man. California dreaming. X-rated.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I actually went to that video shoot. I'm in that video, man. That's when I first got to see him when he got out. That was my first time actually meeting him as well. Man, I don't know, bro. That's a tough.
And you can call it a draw, and we'll have to slap another one. You know what I'm saying? That's
I don't know. It's they had two different vibes, man, but I'm gonna have to go with the first one only because the first one made me want to go write something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That first one made me want to, it takes me back, it takes me to a place and I'm like, I'll write some dope shit to that. Yeah. And then that second one is still dope, man. It was a positive message. He came home, represented well. The video did well. I appreciate being featured in the video. And it had that little bounce to it to where you can't help but move. You can't help but, you know what I'm saying? Want to bounce around a little bit. But as far as me, I like the older shit, man. So I'm gonna go with the older shit. That's all love though.
And man, just think about it though. That song that Greatness just played was released after being locked down for 26 years. And
Yeah.
I feel like that is why it felt good, because he wanted to come out and, you know how Pac
You
was
wanna,
walking through the MGM and you know what I mean, walking through the courtroom.
hell yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Imagine that. I mean, we can only imagine, being
You
in
got
that
to taste
position.
that freedom for the first
It
time in so long. So it was a beautiful thing.
probably felt like landing on a different planet. But now
Yeah. But speaking of a
we,
beautiful thing,
oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Speaking of a beautiful thing, so how do you go into little sick mode, man? You know what I'm saying? When it's time to create that there, you know what I mean? Like how do you do it?
Shit, man. I just turn the beat on, man. Get my water bottle, smoke some weed, make sure I eat a good meal, some fruit, something that's gonna refresh my mind, my body, my soul, and then I just focus and I just write what the beat tells me to do. But the
Mm,
thing is, I do go through writer's block and shit sometimes. Sometimes I write some shit and not like it. Sometimes I won't feel the urge to write. But I just lately I've been keeping my rap book in front of me and keeping my rap book open and just seeing it constantly throughout the day. It's gonna make me. I'm gonna hear something. I'm gonna see something that's gonna inspire me, and I just write it down. And just looking for, just listening to new music, old music. I just listen
yeah.
to a lot of music, just in general, all day, every day type shit. I got a lot of thoughts in my head. Playing the music helps like cease the noise. It helps me think more clear. You know what I'm saying? So
So
um
what's in your playlist? If we were to have access to your, your Apple Music, your
shit.
Spotify, your Tidal,
I don't want to
what's
exit out this screen and fuck it up, but I can let you know just based off of what I've been playing recently. Shit, some Sade.
oh
mm,
man.
That new Lynch that came out, Choice Cuts, the best of
yeah,
Lynch.
yeah,
Um, my new shit,
yeah.
Probable Cause, that drops September 16th next month. I've been playing my shit over and over and over again, just getting the feel and getting the vibe, seeing if I'm satisfied with it. But everything's locked in. It's dope. It's gonna be good to go. Who else I've been listening to? I listen to a lot of old shit too, though, like
Yeah.
just some Sally Cell,
Come
Yeah.
on.
some Jay
Hillside.
Stalin.
Yeah.
Come on,
Um, I bumped some Gatlin recently, like yesterday.
man.
That
Yeah.
Elder
Gatlin.
Creek album was hard.
Yeah.
Who else? Shit, just the locals, the people that's making music right now too. We've bumped a little bit of Chewy, a little bit of Yums Awkward. Um, shit. Then I always go back to Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I go
Yeah,
back
yeah,
to some
yeah.
Hot Boy Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I listen to a little bit of everything, man. I listen to Lav, I listen to Mozzie, I listen to anything Sack, everything Sack. You feel me?
Right.
So,
So, so let
and a
me
spl and a splash of Gangsta Dre. You know what I'm saying? I'll be listening to
Oh
Gangsta Dre every
man,
now and
Gangsta
uh,
then
Dre.
too.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I try to stay in that because that's what helped me push it forward. I need to hear everything that was said already so I can either not say it or say it in a new way to push the movement and push the music forward. So I like to study the greats, man.
Oh,
so how do you construct your albums then? Like is there a certain way you do it or you just
I've been learning, and every time I do a project, I learn, and I just put that with my knowledge from the last thing. And this last one, shout out to Habit Tracks. We got in touch, man. He liked my music. I liked his beats. He shot me some beats,
yeah.
and I sat down that day and wrote all my parts in one day. And that usually doesn't happen. It's usually a trance, though. It's usually like a psychosis thing. It's not like a. It's sometimes I'm not even in control. Now I can control what time I write. I can control, if I decide to do it or not. But when the song comes out naturally, when I just sit down and play a beat and my hand starts moving and the words come to my mind, it's like a psychosis, bro. I don't even, it's not even me. It's just my
it's
spirit.
the
You know what I'm
culture.
saying?
It's the culture, right?
Yeah.
Man.
And then there's times where it's like, okay, well, I need to do this verse for somebody and he wants me to say this and I need to cover this because, you know what I'm saying? It's an endorsement type thing. That's more of the artist side. That stuff is a little bit harder. But when I'm writing that sickness shit, I just wait for the emotion to come. I wait to the actual sickness to come. Like when I'm going through something, my mental problems and shit,
Yeah.
I write it down and it comes out as a dope song instead of me flashing on somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right. Man, from listening to your music, man, especially in preparation for this interview, I've been slapping the Hell's Angel album. I wanted to check that album out because I saw the lineup on the front of the cover: Smig Dirty, X-Rated, Mozzie, Lynch,
Yeah.
and I wanted to see how you bridge the gap from those classic artists who are still relevant today. Don't I don't want to make them feel like they're, you know what I'm saying,
Yes,
locked
sir. Yes, sir.
in a you know, time warp. But they're relevant now, but we know them from the early 90s, late 80s as well. And I want to
Yeah.
hear how you bridge that gap. So, but I hear in your music, you're not afraid to step away from the horrorcore a little bit and talk about
Not
yourself
at all.
as a student. You said in one of the lines, you know what I'm saying, I was thugging with A's because I'm not a dumb one. And you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah,
and then you also talk
yeah.
about your kids. You say, I'm taking care of my sons. And I heard the plural in there. There was an S at the end. So you got more than one son that you got that's coming
Yeah.
up, watching what you're doing. Talk about, you know what I'm saying, the vulnerability that's in your music at certain points of your music and why you're not afraid to put them in there, kind
Ah.
of, you know what I mean, and step away from the sickness and talk about that stuff too.
That's just the stuff. That's just the type of stuff I relate to, and that's the type of stuff I like to listen to. The authentic stuff. When you listen to an artist, you want to hear their story, and that's what I was going through at that time. Hell's Angels was written, around like 2018, 2019, but it was written from a point of adolescent, as a teenager, as a young adult. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do all my shit in like chronological order. I'm literally telling the story of my life.
Yeah.
So like I'll talk about when I had straight A's, I had to get good grades to get rewarded in my home, in my household. I got to get all my video games, my Jordans, whatever I wanted, as long as I got good grades. I got rewarded for it. So that taught me to just, be smart by default, get good grades by default. And then later in life, I got kids, I've had a job, I've been stable, I've been up, I've had sneaker businesses, I've been a tournament Street Fighter player, but I've also been a gambler my whole life. I've also been, exposed to things as a child that a child shouldn't be exposed to just based off the family case and shit like that. That experience, all that stuff still affects me mentally, and my confidence and the way I carry myself. And there's some negatively and some positive too. You know what I'm saying? Because the family I come from has that respect, but also the sins that my father committed also affect me on a daily basis, depending on if the fan wants to take their anger out on me because they don't agree with what he did, or if somebody doesn't want to give my music a chance because the name. You know what I'm saying? So just all that
Yeah.
stuff comes out in the music, man. And I feel like that's what people want to hear. Like, I'm not about to rap about having hella money. Like, when I started doing this music, I was down and out. I was at rock bottom. So I can't talk about cars and clothes, money and hoes on my first project. It ain't like that. I just want to be authentic to myself, man. And the music built me back up. I started, take care of my kids. I'm homeschooling my boys. I'm trying to navigate them through life and hoping they can avoid the same mistakes that I went through. But at the same time, trying to make sure they're still masculine, they're still strong, they're still bright, because this world we're living in now is weird as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to like be tough, be hard, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, you don't need to be painting your nails, you don't need to be shaking your butt. Like, no, that's not what a young man does. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so that's the shit I be focused on for the most part. So my little mental stuff, that all, I go to church, I pray. My wife holds me down, man. We do our thing on the road where we doing this music shit. I just stayed busy and rebuilt my spirit back up, and now I'm having fun. So now I'm making different type of music. You know what I'm saying? So the songs have changed over time because of that as well. So I've been brought out that dark hole. I can revisit it and write about it, but I also can experience something new and be inspired by something new and flip that too. It just shows my versatility. I'm a student of the game hip hop, not just sickness. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real. That's real.
Facts.
That's real. But one thing I just heard you said you homeschooling your boys, man.
I did for a while. I just put them in school, you know what I'm saying? But I homeschooled them up until fifth grade and third grade for my two sons, just because
that's
of
dope, man.
COVID and
Yeah.
racist shit in the world, you know what I'm saying? And my fears as a parent and my the shit that happened in my life. Once again, I'm super overprotective about anybody I care about, including my children, like anybody would. I don't trust the system. I don't trust these fucking weird ass teachers. I don't trust the shit that they teaching these boys and girls. So I took it upon myself to build them up initially, teach them about their race, teach them about their pride, their history, teach them how to handle themselves, make sure don't let nobody talk to you this way, don't let nobody touch you here. Just the basic home training that I got as a child, you know what I'm saying? And then I put them in school when I felt like they were ready, instead of having some weirdo ass motherfucker, I don't know, teach my kid about something I don't approve of. So they know what's right and they know what's wrong now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One of the salute to fatherhood, and slap boxers make dope teachers.
Make dope teachers.
You turned it again here just now, man.
Yeah, we
to you, brother.
Yeah, we actually educators, man. So we are against
oh shit, that's dope.
We're against the weirdo teachers as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, you get it, right?
We're two black males who are in front of the kids every day, elementary school, middle school, whatever.
Hell
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
man. Can I
I just
clap
got
for
some,
y'all?
man.
Oh man,
Yeah,
That's love.
appreciate
That's
it, man.
lovely, bro. That's lovely,
Yeah,
bro. Because we don't get them opportunities all the time, and they look at us like we're the bad guys. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
Initially, so that's beautiful, man.
And one of the reasons why I'm pushing for you so hard and why we pushing for you at the slapboxing as the slapboxing connoisseurs, man, is because we know we we're not gonna go too much into it, but we know the situation with the family case, man, and
Yeah.
it wouldn't be fair you to have to live under the cloud of anybody else's wrongdoing, or whether it's a family member or not. You deserve a
Yes, sir.
chance. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes, sir.
um, it's only right for you to have that equal opportunity without somebody placing judgment and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you say
Yes,
to the
sir.
people who say, "Man, uh, he should have changed his. He shouldn't use the name, or you know what I'm
That's
saying? What do you think? I mean, how do you think about people who are closed minded in that particular, you know what I'm saying,
it's
realm?
understandable. It's understandable, man. I'm a realist. You know, I expect that to some degree. I'm not gonna expect everybody to even understand what's going on, especially before they listen. You know, a lot of people have, the rumors, the false narratives, and just their opinions about shit. So the fact that they're saying it does not bother me, does not surprise me. I knew what I was signing up for.
Facts.
Um,
Okay.
the fact that they feel so strongly about it without listening makes me, I don't take it personal, bro. So what I usually do with those people, I usually talk to them a little bit more. I usually, hey man, that's, this is my name since birth. My name was Lil Six since I was born. My name was Maximilian since I was born, before the charges. So
Right.
when everything happened, I didn't feel no reason to hide myself. You know what I'm saying? I love my name. You know what I'm saying? I think my name is dope as fuck. So it is what it is. I tell them, eat some ass and suck some dick. I don't give a fuck.
yeah,
But
There you
what I
go.
will do, I'll talk my shit back to them. But what I will do is I'll send them music, and then I'll see if they listen to it, and I'll send them certain songs based on what they've said to me in the conversation we're having, and then eventually. 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, that hater, that person that was, treating me the way they basically would want to treat my father based off of what he did, that usually changes, bro. They usually become a fan and a supporter, and they're usually going through some personal mental stuff too, and they usually end up opening up to me and a whole bunch of shit though, bro. So I just see it as people that are hurt, bro. We all got some type of trauma, and we all have been affected by some type of life circumstances. And for me, I try to look at it from that standpoint versus getting mad, because I know that they don't know me, and if they did know me, they wouldn't say this to my face, and if they did know me, they wouldn't feel this way. So I just work through it, like a like we always do. Like black men have always had to work through life and prove themselves, and and turn ourselves down a little bit so people won't be afraid of us and shit. I just know how to turn it down and turn it back up,
Man,
you know?
man, I'm glad you put it in words like that because I've always understood that notion of having to turn down.
Yeah.
Like you're on the elevator with a white woman who's elderly and you got to whistle or do something, or you know what I'm saying, like to
Yeah,
make her feel
exactly.
comfortable. I think that's some
And
BS,
I
man.
and
hold on,
I, I
hey, hold
don't
on,
I
hold on,
don't
hold on,
do
hold
that.
on.
I don't
Hold
do
on.
that. But what I won't do is I won't
Yeah,
be extra rowdy on purpose, because I know the bitch
right,
gonna be
right, right.
scared. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying? Like,
hey,
yeah,
hey,
I
but
know.
show us that
That's the
movement
elderly
again.
lady, the woman.
Yeah, show us that movement again, 360, right quick.
But the whistle and the
Yeah,
the happy-go-lucky
Yeah.
Negro who's
yeah.
just
All right.
yeah,
Nah, but I'll
yeah,
speak to her
nah,
though, and I'll make sure that she knows I'm intelligent. I'll say, "How you doing?" I'll, let her walk out first and treat her with respect. So
facts, yeah,
whether she has an opinion or not, she
yeah,
gonna get a positive experience from me. That's an elderly woman. There ain't no reason for me to harass her or nothing. I want her to feel safe in my presence.
exactly, yeah,
But see, that goes back to an example of training, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But that's because she's elderly, not because of her race. You know what
Of
I'm
course,
saying?
of course, of course, of course. No, no.
But it's just like, but when the race comes in, I feel like they think certain ways of us. So
Of course,
we're automatically trained to be more proper. Whether if it was a elevator full of niggas, we would have a whole different conversation.
yeah,
right,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
right,
So
But
it's a
I mean,
respect
okay,
thing, but it's a coding thing.
no, it is, it
Time
is.
and place for everything. That's all.
Yeah, it is. But then again, though, too, it's kind of like when other races gather together and they're able to speak their native tongue, the tone is
Exactly.
typically more animated. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's just
yeah,
human nature though, man. So that ain't nothing to dig too deep into.
Yes.
right. And I'm glad you said it's a time and place for everything because right about now,
Yeah,
Time
yeah,
to play
yeah,
for
man. We
round
got
number
round
2.
two
You know what
though.
I'm saying?
Hold on,
Yes,
no.
sir.
Hold on, no, bro. Before you even go to round 2, though, man, we gotta get at Beatrice, man, from Tuscaloosa. You feel me?
Alabama is in the
Alabama.
building.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Beatrice.
yeah.
Boy, you feel me?
Beatrice. Okay. Shout
Beatrice, baby, please. You feel me? You,
out,
Nigga.
who are? Please.
shout out to
the stunner.
Beatrice, man. How many she got?
2.
She got 2 slaps. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. We got
Get your
2
slap
slaps.
hand ready.
Slapping. We got 1, 2. Thank you, Beatrice, for slapping with us.
Yeah,
Those were
I
2 of the
can dig
most
it.
loving slaps ever. Most
Yeah,
loving,
appreciate
endearing
you.
slaps.
Yeah.
So
For
round
me.
2, man, you know what I'm saying? We got, man, for all of y'all that's just tapping in, we got Lil Sicx, man, Sacramento rap royalty, culture, hip hop, horrorcore icon, man. He's in the building with us. He could have been anywhere on the planet, but he came to slap with us right here at the SBC. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and we
sir,
at round
yes, sir.
2. Slap number 1, I slapped Unforgiven off of the title album of the same name by X-Rated. And my partner, what did you slap for slap 1, round 1?
California
man?
Dreaming, man.
California X-Rated, man. He opened up the slap. And I'm going to go, man, slap number 2. Now, I'm a big Ice Cube fan. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Old school, new school Ice Cube. I'm a big Ice Cube fan. And he had a song called Jacking for Beats.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But Lynch had a song on the 24 Deep. I'm going to the classic. I'm going back in the days Sacramento for the first 2. You know what I'm saying?
It's all
so I'm going to the I'm going to the 24 Deep album. Lynch had the most. He had one of the oldest album covers, man, with him in the casket with a shot with a 12 gauge.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
A lot of cats are shook to even look at a casket, let alone get in one for that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Jacking for Joints. You know what I'm saying? One of the dopest songs that I ever heard, because Lynch is not only talking that sickness shit, but he's also displaying supreme lyricism.
Yes, sir.
For some perfected production. And here it is, Jacking for Joints, Brother Lynch.
Roll me a motherfucking joint, check my gap. Nigga, get my point, cause I jack. Roll on fools like Vice, and my 9mm ain't Nathan Nice. I start jacking for blunts, I black jacket, and once I get dank, I'm sending niggas blood to the blood bank. You better hook me up, rock, buck. I drop on my loaded heart, stop, buck, like nut. Smoking up blunt for blunt, and one time you can check me if you check me if you won't. Cause soon as I get my dank, you know it ain't 10 minutes later for a plan of my next gang.
And even if you're down with the crew.
Yo, Chuck, man, I don't understand this, man. Yo, you got this mother. I jack them too. So hook it up, Mo Green. You know it's that cat pressing up against your motherfucking spleen. Give me all that green bug, for you be picking up jacks off the motherfucking rug. Straight jacking, off to the next nigga. RJ, you better have a name trigger. I don't play, nigga, so give it up. Shit, I got the same 09 that I blasted on Mo Green with food. Break yourself smooth. Give me all that Mexican sex and no stress. I got the shit handled. Put about 10 of them sacks on the motherfucking panel. And I'm out the back door. 666 next victim, cause who I need a pump. Oh, it might be kind of.
Yeah, that's Jacking for Joints, Brother Lynch. 24
That shit still sounds tight, man.
Yeah.
That shit sounds dope. That shit sounds epic still.
Yeah, well, you know what? That was good, man. I like that. But since we're gonna go old school with it, man. I'm gonna go with somebody else that's rarely ever talked about, man. When we talk about Sacramento rappers, man, you know what I'm saying? And he was down with the camp, though, man. He was down with them boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Dr. Lobster, man.
Ooh.
Chronic, man.
Okay.
Ooh.
This song is definitely on my playlist though.
Come on, man.
Finally, the sun went down in the hood and I was butted. Dice game and fat sacks of end out service with high times that made it. Rainy days blew me away, so I drank the flow every day. Matter of fact, it was a murder rate. 186 point deuce, that was riding with 187.
8 ounces and
chronic die. Yeah, I stay high, motherfucker.
On my briefcase is some crumbled weed. Buckshot shells from a dead body. Got a whole bunch of 40s and a couple of hoes. A 95-50 sitting on trues and bows. Plus I had a 9 in my glove compartment. Cause everywhere I go, niggas love to start shit. 5-pound chronic dice in my midst. 15 Teflons in my clip. Heard about a lot of sick shit in the block. So I say brain and remain incognito with 20 sack of the bomb. Money back guaranteed. That shit don't wanna kill your mom. Chevy Impala, the dump, stop the clock. No, you can't stop the doc from the gangbang, nigga. So up goes your trigger, staying high off the sesame and my nigga set.
Finally, the sun went down in the hood, and I was buzzing. Dice giving fat sex a handout service with high times and made it. Rainy days blew me away, so I drank the fuck every day. Matter of fact, it was a murder present. 186.3, that was riding with an 7 ounces and chronic. Stay high, I stay high, mother.
Yeah, man. You know, hey, that song right there, man. Hey, that whole album, I got that. I was in Atlanta. You feel me? When that one came out, you feel me? We was out in Atlanta slapping that.
That's crazy, bro.
Mr. Doc is one of the greats.
Mr. Doctor, man, that album right there was a classic album, though.
That shit, that's definitely in the Sickness catalog. Definitely. That song is so fucking good still, man. All this shit just sounds so good to me, bro. Like, it's not that many songs can hold up over 20, 30 years, bro, and still sound good.
Right.
Well, okay, but speaking over a long period of time, we have a segment right now that we do.
Oh, which one did he do?
Oh,
yeah, with number 2. My bad. I didn't forgot to say which one I was going for. The first one, that shit is hard, but the second one, he's featured on the song anyway, so Lynch still wins, man.
Yeah.
Lynch by inch, you feel me?
Lynch by inch.
That song is definitely on my playlist, though. That's definitely something that I turn that motherfucker up when I'm riding.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope, though, man. That's dope, though. So, like, describe a ride with you, though, man. What is it like, though, man? Like, take the fans on you, because I know you connect with your fans, man.
Yeah.
I know that's important for you. So, we riding shotgun right now, man. What's happening?
Shit, we riding shotgun. Where we going? Because that matters. What we doing?
I'm telling you, we with y'all. We pulled Slapbox and pulled up on you, man.
All right, Slapbox and pulled up on us. Y'all riding with Lil Sicx. First, when y'all get in, y'all gonna hear some K-Love. You know what I'm saying? Some Christian radio, because that's what my shit stay on default. You feel me? I start my days with that when I ride around with the kids, my family, even sometimes by myself. So by default, it's gonna start there. But before we take off driving, I'm I put on my playlist, or I put on one of these CDs, and you're gonna hear that Sickness shit, man. You're gonna hear all the shit we talked about. Some Sibo, some Lav, some Mozzie, some Sicx, some Lynch. And we just gonna ride, bro. I follow all the traffic codes, I drive real slow, I drive real safe. So we're gonna get to hear a lot of songs. And we just it's basically gonna turn into a concert, like just how it did right now when that song came out. We all started singing that shit. It's exactly how it is in the car, man. My kids sing that shit. My wife knows that shit. It's always love. But other than that, man, it's just, we riding, we cruising, we listen to the Sickness shit. That's just that's what I like to do. Just ride and listen to music, man. Road trip.
Yeah. So what is your plan for longevity? You know what I'm saying? Because we got so many artists that we've been playing and we named that we know, even out of Sacramento, maybe from Frisco, Oakland, LA, Chicago, Miami, New York, Texas. What is your plan for longevity? And I'm going to ask you this: how long do you think your run with the horrorcore? I'm not saying that it's not going to last, but what is your plan to continue this so that you can have a long, fruitful career?
The plan is just to make good music, man. Like, if the songs are classics, if the songs are cult classics, the people gonna lift them up and hold them close to their heart. You know what I'm saying? Just make dope shit, and I feel like it'll last. But as for like the horrorcore thing, I don't know, bro. I don't really think about that too much, bro. Like, I don't really see the genre as super strong right now anyway. And it's, sometimes I feel like it holds me back a little bit. But that's why I'm a horrorcore / hip hop artist. So I just mix them and I pivot. You know what I'm saying? I just pivot, bro. Whatever I like. I want to make some jazz shit. I want to make some pop shit. I want to make some, you know what I'm saying? Some trap shit. Just a whole bunch of little bit of everything. I want to make any type of rap music there is, right?
Right.
And just like when Snoop rap, right? He started off gangster crippin, whatever, whatever, but he went through a whole reggae phase. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as an artist, you just try new shit and you share that journey with your people. And people gonna fuck with you and they gonna like what you do, bro. I've ran into this thing where my people gonna like whatever I drop anyway. So as long as I like it, as long as I put my heart into it and try my best, I feel like I can't fail. As for lasting long, I'm not a quitter, man. So they're gonna have to deal with me whether they like it or not.
I like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with the fandom? You know what I mean? Like just the idea of that you have impacted someone's life in a way to where, you feel me? Like they're
to me, that's the beautiful part. To me, that's the part that my family get to see and experience the way this music touches different people. Because my family sees me as me, but then when I step into the world, I step outside in these streets, I step into these places. First, I'm respected as a man. Second, I'm respected as a gangster. Third, I'm respected as an artist. So to be able to control that to the best of my abilities and be respected that way and give respect that way and be able to mingle with these people, from the fans that are young or the fans that are happen to be a fucking hardcore gangster fellow rapper type shit, man. It's just beautiful how the music brings everybody together from all ages. And for me, I just try to show my family a different way. Like, I don't try to run from who I am and what I am. I want to be paid and be booked and be seen and be loved and be remembered for who I am authentically. And when I was working at Winco, yeah, it was cool, but I don't get to be myself every day. I have to live off somebody else's schedule. I gotta move when somebody else tell me to move type shit. And for me, that's just not necessarily something I want to do for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to be in control of my destiny. I feel like with this music shit I can. And I was homeschooling my kids, so everything had worked out. I'm just, I go where the music takes me. And so far, that's been helping me stay out of trouble, keeping me busy, along with my family, my wife and kids, and it's giving me a purpose. And for me, as long as it still feels good, as long as it makes me happy, this music is dope and it sounds good. I just don't feel no reason to stop, even if I start doing something else. I can still do music. You know what I'm saying?
And you know how that stigma goes on hip hop. You too old or whatever, man. Just keep going, man. We got shout out to DJ Red Alert.
Oh, that
DJ
shit. We
Mr.
could talk
Mix.
about that too.
Yeah, I mean, you got DJs out here
I'm
that are damn near 70, still getting it.
that's a
MCs in their 50s.
that's definitely one of the obstacles in the game. But for me, man, I'm 34. I started rapping 4 or 5 years ago. For me, I feel like I'm 5 years old. I'm 5 years old in this game. So my music is gonna reflect my skill and my ability, but I haven't been rapping my whole life. I haven't been rapping for 20 years. So for me, I'm just starting.
Yeah.
It's to me, I'm not my, to me, I'm not my age when it comes to rap. A lot of people are out of touch. A lot of people, like when I was working at Winco, that's when I was out of touch. That's when I wasn't rapping. And that's why I did not rap. That's why I stopped rapping, because I felt that. You know what I'm saying? But when you're listening to music and you got a game plan, you got a team, and you got, these songs, these plans, these people, these venues, the journey, this shit comes to me like as dreams and fucking, what's that, visions and shit, premonitions and shit. Like, this shit's a real spiritual journey for me. So I'm just following my heart and following the signs to the best of my abilities, bro. And like, it's really some crazy shit, because I never planned to be a rapper like this. I never planned to do this shit seriously, like, like 100%. So it's just, I don't want to take it for granted, and I don't take it for granted. So for me, man, it's just, I don't see that age thing as a thing anymore. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Nas dropping shit, 50 on tour,
Yeah.
Jadakiss killing shit in the verses. To me, all the older people make the best music. So until the older people like suck and they say, oh, then they suck, they can't make a good song, they ain't got no bars, then I'll feel like that opinion is valid. But right now, the young people making the shittiest music. So, they'll catch up eventually. They'll catch up when their taste in music changes. They'll be listening to Hell's Angel, 3-4 years from now. They'll be playing catch up. That's all.
So let me ask you this though. So what's the coldest piece of game you've received so far, or biggest lesson you've learned, so to speak, in just your, what I'm saying, your trials in the music business?
Just don't take nothing personal, and take criticism, and be able to, turn that into something. A lot of people break, a lot of people fold, a lot of people can't take the hard questions or the awkward conversations. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. For me, it's just I got a lot of examples of history, and I take something from all the people from history of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So we've seen how people failed. We've seen how people signed bad deals. We've seen how people got addicted to drugs. We've seen how people couldn't control their sexual desires. We've seen how people crashed out. We've seen how people talk shit to everybody and get shot for it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I take all that shit and I try to formulate my plan to say, don't do that, don't do that. This is a positive outcome. This, you know what I'm saying? It's that's how I live my life and that's how I plan my shit. It's just human history, bro. You know, humans are predictable. Humans repeat the same thing if they're not pushed forward and learning something. So I just
Right.
base it off of human history and the temperature of the world.
Right. Right. That brings us to this segment of called Slap It or Scrap It. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
So this is a segment where I'm going to present to you a scenario or two scenarios. And if you slap with it, that means you're keeping it. If you scrap it, it's something you would get rid of or you like, I could do without. Not do without, but I prefer one or the other. I prefer with
All
slap.
right.
All right.
Slapping it or scrapping it.
Yeah. All right. So throughout this interview, you've given a lot of weight and credence to the old school artists and to the class. You just said, you know what I'm saying, the young rappers are the ones that's fucking shit up. They're the ones that's like making weak shit. So
Overall, you know what I'm saying?
overall, yeah.
Overall.
So if we picture Sacramento rap, Sac rap, let's just focus on Sac rap for right now. Are you slapping or scrapping? Old Sac, new Sac. Which one is slapping? Which one would you scrap?
Oh.
Knowing that old Sac is what brought in the new stuff, would you slap old scrap?
Overall,
Old, yeah.
I played both, but overall, I played more old school shit than new school shit. But the thing about that is, um, everything ages. So, you know, I feel like shit from 2012, that's from SAC, is considered old school now. So, you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna go with the old school shit because I got a wide box. I got a big box. You go to the new school shit, it's you know, it's a smaller box. The music is more repetitive and more similar, but there's still some dope motherfuckers that are new, man. So
Yeah,
don't get it
facts.
twisted. I don't hate a person based on their age or whatever. It's just if I rock with your music, I rock with your music. You know what I'm saying? And then if I feel like the skill level and the respect to the craft, that's more important. Like versus age. Like Corday, when he came out, he was young, but I can tell that he studied the game. I can tell that he's listened
Yeah,
to a certain amount of music before
right,
he makes some music. You know what I'm saying? I can tell that he's put the hours in. So
right.
for me, it's just like, how long have you been practicing? How long have you been studying? How long have you been actively rapping versus how old you are? Because experience makes you better. I don't know why they think the younger people with no experience will be better than somebody doing it for 20 years.
Facts.
Cheaper. You know what I'm saying? You could buy somebody young a
But a
Rolex
young
watch,
person can
you know
be
what I'm
taught
saying?
though
As
too.
opposed to giving them a royalty statement. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
That kind of,
Yeah.
we gonna slap with the old school, man. We
oh
gonna
yeah,
slap
All
with the
right.
OG
That's what's
shit.
up.
I feel,
Okay.
I feel that though, man. So old schools though. So I mean, are you in the cars?
Not really. Cars never really been my thing, but I love like I can appreciate them. So like people that do have them, I always love seeing them on the road. The car shows are hella dope, but I don't know how the motherfuckers work, and I don't know all the super details about. You know, I ain't gonna
Yeah.
act like a car head, but I know when I see a dope piece, I can tell when something was created in the past and it's been kept in good condition, and I can appreciate that.
No,
Yeah.
no, we get that.
Man, before we get to round three, man, we had a conversation during the pre-interview where you talked about an experiment that you're doing when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, your royalties and performances. Talk to the people out there, man, who may be confused or not really understand how to get paid from their music and, you know, putting two
Yeah,
and two together when it comes to, you know, BMI and ASCAP and performance and all
yeah,
that,
yeah,
man.
for sure.
Give them a little bit of game, man, before we get to round three. That will help them understand what's happening
All
out here.
right. I'm still learning as I go, but this is based off the knowledge and the experiences that I've been through. Um, a lot of artists just don't register their music in general because they don't know how to, they don't know where to. So first you got to get that information. You got to get your BMI or ASCAP And then when your songs come out, people still don't know the certain steps, but you just gotta ask questions, go to YouTube, there's tutorials, or you could just sit down and, trial and error, sit down and read everything. A lot of people don't want to read. A lot of people don't want to click on the buttons. A lot of people are afraid to mess up too. And that makes sense. But it's not that difficult because all the information you should know. It should be your name, your songs, where you made it, when you made it, you know what I'm saying? Who's on the songs, the producer. And if I had to give some game on just helping it, just writing everything down as you go and not trying to remember too much in your head. And then when it's time to create a password, when it's time to enter some royalties, when it's time to enter an email, when it's time to give your splits to your people, you're asking them later. Get all that stuff in advance, write it all down, and treat this shit like school. Treat this shit like a job. Treat this shit like an assignment. Do all the hard homework first, and then this shit it's just gonna feel better, man. It feels better when you're on your shit. You know your paperwork's correct, and you know that your royalties are coming in, even if it's not that much. A lot of people make music, get views, and don't get paid no money. They don't build no fan base. As for performing, this is something I've picked up on recently and learned recently. When you perform, you can report that to your BMI or wherever your distribution is. They might lead you back to BMI or ASCAP, but you can basically report that you performed. It gets you in the algorithms and the systems of where you're doing your music at. You get a different royalty rate for it. And it's just another thing to put on your resume, man. You got to build your stats. You got to build your resume as an artist. So this is stuff that's going to set you apart from somebody that's just stealing YouTube beats and performing at his homies' house parties. You want to, have some status to yourself.
Right. Man, that's real though, because that's one thing I can say that the younger generation is more up on is the game when it comes to that. Like cats like LaRussell, man, and he gets on.
That's exactly why I learned most of that shit from LaRussell. Is a fucking walking encyclopedia to this music shit, this independent shit, bro. Shout out to LaRussell. I hope to work with him soon.
Yeah, he got some dope stuff, man.
He on his way out.
Great teacher. He's a great teacher, bro. Like aside from just the music, he's a great teacher. He's leading people in the right direction for sure.
And he's one of the ones that's himself. To see him get on stage with socks and
Crocs and cowboy hats, bro.
Yeah,
you can't do nothing but respect it, bro.
I don't care what you think.
Respect it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, man, let's get to round 3, man. Let's see what's happening with round 3. And we got Charles from Emeryville just tapped in with us, just slapped in.
Okay. Hey, how much longer is this interview? I don't mean to cut you guys off. How much longer do we got? Estimate.
Man, we'll wrap it up right here, probably about 15, 20 minutes.
If that.
All right, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, that's all love.
Yeah.
All right, I got to get back to the wife and kids soon. That's all.
Facts. Okay. Respect.
All right.
All right. So yeah, we got Charles from Emeryville slapped in. I think he got 1 slap.
Okay. Let's give him his 1.
Yeah. So we got Charles, man. Thank you for slapping in with Sicx, man. Little Sicx, he's
right
here. With us, boxing.
It's good, Charles. I appreciate it.
Yeah, here we go, man. Let's give Charles his 1 slap. Thank you for putting your hard-earned dollar onto the wheel, man. Shout out to Charles, man, getting this slap on. But yeah, man, so let's get to round 3, brother.
It's on me.
That's on you.
All right, man. So right now, bro, I'm finna come in with, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this right here, man, this song right here, bro, I ain't even gonna lie, man. When we was in middle school, we used to slap this, man, right here. And this song right here, bro, used to have the whole cafeteria knocking, man. Shout out to the girl Marvelous, man. You feel me? And Sebo, can't stand the heat, man.
Mark's with ratted. Now what does that tell you? The other hood is snitching. Rat heads get nothing but Jesus, my religion. So fuck them and feed them, cause I don't need them. Call up Daytona with them bullies and decapitate them. Cause nigga, that's how we roll in the 9 motherfucking fold. So when the tip of the triangle drops in your face, a desert eagle on that ass jump to the base. My nigga Dub got toe up from the blow up, got sent to the big camp. Went down for a self-defense, so who riders be real to the shit. Retaliation is a must, nigga, don't snitch. Like can't stand the heat and stay about for them bitches bumping that weak shit. I got to let it out so far. I've heard a lot and seen a lot, but none to make me think twice. Trying to come hard, but y'all know Marvelous ain't nothing nice. So check yourself, cause behind my back you kill me with that disrespect. Niggas wanna play a hate, let's take it to the bitch would. I felt you when you came on, but so far it's all like world though. So me and that nigga bro gon' bust and show you how that shit go. The 9 and the 9 it's finna be on for the snitches, ratting like bitches, and for them bitches it's coming like niggas. It's on for show. So here we go, the heat is on. You should have been warned it gets like that. You better ask somebody, no lie, that's how we do it in set.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Can't
That's
stay the
that
heat.
shit.
Marvelous and Bo, man.
Yeah, that was cool, man. But I'm a fast forward. That was dope. I love Marvelous, man. Ghetto Blues album, one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? Sibo, man, the Gas Chamber album. But I'm a fast forward, man. I'm a fast forward to some of this new school. You know what I'm saying? This is an old school, new school one. It's a little older, but it's from the new cloth. You know what I'm saying? From Sacramento. And I'm gonna slap some Lavish D, some CML, some Cash Money Lab. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because got the people out there asking after they play that Sibo and Marvelous, they saying, what else does he got? You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Certified fat classic.
Look at that low filter, that low pass. Bring it back a little
Yeah, that
something
shit
like
is hard.
Leo Ace on his face. Free killer cam, nigga, murder was the case. What else? Hit the scoreboard, nigga. Leave what you thinking on the floorboard, nigga. What else? This chain costs 80. I'm a cash money millionaire like baby. What else? Niggas thinking this a game. I'm beefing with some rappers, I don't know none of their name. What else? He acting like it's good on the internet, but he can't go back to his hood. What else? Nigga acting like Gotti. He ain't slide through, but he keep catching bodies. What else? Niggas dressing all black. Kato on my lap, how we do it to Iraq. What else? Free my brother Stink. All headshots, niggas better not blink. What else? I'ma speak my mind, I don't fuck with your kind. You be lying on a nigga though.
Not to mention that song features the Frisco legend Messy Marv. You know what I'm saying? So that was Cash Money Lavish D, man. Speak My Mind, featuring Messy Marv.
Man, my mic had connected to the car real quick. My bad.
Oh, it's all good.
Is there another
Yeah.
song or is it those two?
It was those two. Yeah, that was round 3.
I'm going with CML, man. I love that song, bro. That shit slapped. When he came out, he came back and he made that shit, bro. That shit definitely started a new wave. And motherfuckers don't be trying to give him their credit because of all the politics going on out here. But like I said, I support everything Sac, and he definitely doing this thing, keep elevating. That what else is a certified Sacramento classic banger.
Facts. So with that being said, man, I've been in a hole the last couple of weeks, man. You've been slapping me all over the ring, so I had to, get some redemption.
This is personal opinion though. That's definitely on my playlist too. That's definitely one of the songs, my rotation too, bro. That shit,
right.
Yeah, definitely. That shit definitely got. It still sound good too, man. It's
yeah,
a couple years. Sound good. That's what I like to judge shit on too. Like, how does your song sound 2-3 years later? You know what I'm saying?
Right. And shout out to Lab, man. He just released the album. I think it was August 4th. Pressure. What was it? Pressure Butts Pipes.
Pressure in Politics.
Okay.
707 bands.
No, he got that's another one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Pressure
He always dropping something though. He always got something coming out.
Yeah.
Always working.
So we're not gonna hold your time, man, but we do want to do really 3 more things real quick. Let people know how they can contact you. Get in contact with you, follow you on social media. We're gonna go
I try to keep it simple, man. You can find me on all platforms and all social media at LILSICX. That's Lil Sicx, man. Apple Music, all that shit. Just tap in. I communicate with all my people, whether you're a fan or supporter, whether you want to work and make some music together, whether you want to build some shows or book me. Just tap in, man. Lil Sicx on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everything. LILSICX. I appreciate y'all for having me. Sorry I had to cut this a little bit short, but I got to get back to the family. And it was a positive experience, a dope conversation, man. It's all love. I got to get you guys a care package, and I definitely need one of them shirts so I can rock it, man, and take some pictures and then just show that love and just show that it's authentic. And a lot of people get on here and talk to these people, but they do everything for self. I want to make sure you guys get some love, get some followers, get some views, and get your brand represented as well, man. It's all love.
We appreciate it, and before you bounce, man, can we get one quick drop? This is Lil Sicx, and I'm slapping with slap boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's Lil Sicx, aka the Prince of Darkness, and I'm slapping with Slapbox. Let's get it.
Let's go. Man, we appreciate it, man. Have a good evening. Enjoy the wife and kids, man, and we'll definitely be in contact with you, get your merchandise, and
All
let's do
right.
it, man. Have a good
Thank you
evening,
guys
man.
again, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, man. So that was Lil Sicx, man. And before we get out of here, man, we gotta go to the wheel and see if Ali, Beatrice, Charles, or Daya. We gotta get Daya though. She just tapped in from San Mateo, California.
Oh, so man, Northern California was in the
Yeah,
building.
man, they was in the building, man. They wanted to check out, see what Sicx had to say, man. So whoever was listening tonight, all of y'all that's out there, man, check us out. Leave us a message, drop a line, leave a comment, like our page, go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Instagram, Instagram as well as X, which is formerly Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And we'll talk back. You know what I'm saying? But we want to give Daya her slap. She got one. Her hard-earned funds. You know what I'm saying? Let's get her ready. Daya, don't duck. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the most loving slaps you're gonna get in your life. And we're gonna do it.
You said one, right?
One slap from Sacramento, California. I mean, from San Mateo, California. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's jump. Shout out to San Mateo, man. Let's jump to this. Let's jump to the wheel. Let's get our spin on and see who gets that. Show them that merchandise one more time, bro.
Oh yeah, and I got it right here, man. You got that fresh new SLP BXN, man. It's in there, man. The white joint, not the white one is on out.
Man, that black one been circulating, man. So y'all appreciate the love for y'all, supporting the SBC with the black tee. The white one is
it's new colors in the white though. That's a new color scheme. Yes, it ain't even the same one.
Watch what we got for the fall though. Y'all stay connected. Watch what we got. Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them. Rolling in a circle of homies and watch them
break them with the 7,
7 even back door. Lil Joe. Let's go. Beatrice, Charles, Ali, and Daya. Who's gonna get the slap box of merchandise? Shout out to Beatrice. I'm gonna tell you why she won.
Why?
Because if you take the R-I-Z off her name, she got the beat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
AKA
everybody. Yeah.
Right. And that's another word for slap, the beat. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but yeah, man, it's another successful episode, man. We slapped in with Lil Sicx, man, Sacramento representing.
Shout out to Lil Sicx. Y'all be sure to go support, bro. You know what I'm saying? Lil Sicx, man, Lil Sicx X, man, he doing his thing, man.
Doing his thing. And shout out to all the Sacramento rappers. We only had 3 that we could slap. But shout out to T Nutty. Shout out to Smig Dirty, Funk Beta. Shout out to First Degree to DE, man. Shout out to Marvelous and Sibo and all the rappers out there, man.
And Low Key gave me the whole hookup though.
The whole hookup, man.
With the Ithaca, you feel me?
Street sweepers and shit. We all the way nice.
All the way nice, man.
And so yeah, check us out once again on YouTube, SLAPPZ TV. That's the slaps with 2 P's and a Z. Check us out on Instagram, Slapboxing. Check us out on Twitter, also known as X, SLAPPZ TV as well. And drop us a line, slapboxing.com. If you have a show idea, you got some constructive criticism, even if you want to hate, you know what I'm saying? Watch how we respond to that. You know what I'm saying? Send us anything and we open and responding. And you know what I'm saying, doing what we do over here as the slap boxing connoisseurs, man. Another episode in the bag, bro.
Man, conslapulations, my brother.
Conslapulations, man. Slapsolutely. Like we say every time, man, you could have been anywhere in the world. You're right here slapping with us. You could have been doing anything on a Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever you're viewing this, but you right here checking us out, clicking our buttons, man. And we really appreciate y'all. Check us out. If you want to send, man, give them the what is it? Our Cash App, man. If you ever want to support us in the programming that we have, Cash App, SLAPP $. Slapbox. SLAPPBOXIN. You know what I'm saying? No dollar is too small or too large because we want to give y'all the best programming. So check us out, hit us up, and we will give you the best that we got. You know what I'm saying? And we got these T-shirts. If you go to slapboxing.com, we got the Slapverse All-Stars. You know what I'm saying? We also have this in the Greatness Red as well. And we got the Slapboxing, the original classic logo on my partner's chest, man. So check us out. And like we say every year and every week, man, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you know what I want y'all to do with us right now?
If you wanna play to win,
Come slap with us.
dope prizes every spin.
Come slap with us.
Cash app a couple dollars.
Come slap with us.
And if you wanna slap harder,
Come slap with us.
if you wanna play to win,
Come slap with us.
dope prizes every spin.
Come slap with us.
Cash app a couple dollars.
Come slap with us.
And if you wanna slap harder,
Come slap with us.
Slap harder though. Slap harder though. Slap harder though. Slap harder though. If you wanna play to win,
Come slap with us.
dope prizes every spin.
Come slap with us.
Cash app a couple dollars.
Come slap with us.
And if you wanna slap harder,
Come slap with us.